number 12 on our list is all about accommodating delays and screens in our passing system. A lot of people out there are screen heavy. They ridiculous amount of screens for days. So they'll run halfback screens, they'll run wide receiver screens, and they just run screens on top of screens on top of screens on top of screens. And to those people, this one is not for you, but it's for the other guys out there that don't necessarily call a lot of screens. This is definitely something that you need to implement into your game because it's just an added element that your opponent is going to have to worry about and focus on. So one thing you can start, it's very simple to start running screens, is to run a screen. I usually like, if I'm running a halfback screen, I like to usually delay the halfback and then to aggressive block the offensive line. And then I like to target the receiver as he breaks out to the flat. As you can see, now I have my blockers in place, and then I'm able to pick up big chunks of yards. So that's the one way we're going to target and accommodate and use a screen in our passing game. The other portion is to use delays. And I don't necessarily think of a delay as, you put Benson on a blue route here for this situation and then target him out of the backfield. I don't necessarily like that. I think of a delay as one of two things. It's either a user catch option, or it's the kind of the last route that you would run. So, for example, say I set my defense up. Just say the right side. I set Nelson here to out, and then I have Cobb on a flat, and it's there to attack the zone defense. Now, just in case, I would want to make sure that I have Jennings on a backside out in case it is man-to-man. If it's man-to-man, I'm in trouble with that combination to the right if they shaded, say, Nelson out with a two-man under coverage to take away that out. But now I should be safe because I do have this backside man-to-man beater just in case things go crazy and I'm not able to sneak the route in on the right. So that's kind of one way the delay works. The other way the delay works would be, I tend to think, it's a user catch option. You want to throw the ball downfield and then you want to kind of work on your user skills. How can I implement my user catch game in a way that while I look for my underneath options, then I want to target the downfield option to be a user catch route. So that's kind of how I look at a delay route, is because typically a user route is the last route you'll throw, and I'm having a little bit difficulty talking and doing it at the same time. But we'll get it here. We'll slow it down, the talking, and then we'll get the user catch in there. So as you can see, now that time we have a user catch over the middle of the field. It's our last read. We still run a combination of drags and ins and outs underneath as our primary option. But if all else fails and we can't sneak a ball in or sneak a route into one of those primary options, we know we can go to the fail safe, we can go to the user catch, and still pick up big yards.